Barr here, your holistic health coach. Thanks so much for tuning in to Limitless Wellbeing TV. We are in my kitchen today because I'm going to show you how to roast beets. I'm a huge beet fan. They are packed full of vitamins and minerals. They have tons of fiber. And in particular, today we are doing the golden beet. And it's a little bit sweeter than the typical red beet. It doesn't have as much of the earthy flavor. So these are great once they're finished roasting and we chop them up. They go great in salads. They can be eaten as a side. You can do so much with roasted beets. They're one of my favorite foods for sure. But the golden beet in particular is an awesome kidney cleanser. It can reduce cholesterol, high blood pressure, and it's heart healthy. So lots of nutritional benefits with the golden beet. And to get started, we are going to need about a tablespoon of olive oil, which I've got in my little bowl here, my baster. And you're going to want some salt and pepper, sea salt if you can use sea salt. And you're going to want some aluminum foil. I've got 3 beets here, so you're going to want 3 sheets of aluminum foil, if that's how many you're roasting. And you're also going to want a baking tray. And we'll go ahead and get started. So to start out, you are going to want to turn your oven to 350 degrees. And we're just going to do 1 beet at a time here. And what you're going to do is, you don't have to use a baster, you can use your hands. But you're going to take your olive oil and you're just going to cover your beet with the olive oil. And I have already washed these beets in cold water. You just run them through cold water and scrub them with your hands, get all of the dirt and yuck off of them. And once your beet is covered in olive oil, you're going to smother it in salt and pepper. And you do want to be generous with the salt and pepper. It's really going to flavor the beet as it cooks. And when they're done roasting, we're going to be peeling the skin off of them. So you're going to be eliminating a lot of the actual salt and pepper. So then you're just going to wrap it up in the foil. Now I've got olive oil all over my left hand here. And you're going to sit it on your baking tray. And we're going to do this with all 3 beets here. And a lot of people, they'll leave a little bit of the top on the beet. You're more than welcome to do that. I'm just a fan of cutting some of the top off, like you see right here, to expose a little bit of the beet. Let a little bit more of the olive oil and salt and pepper flavor get in there while it roasts. But you are more than welcome to leave a little bit of the top of the beet on there. You certainly don't have to expose it. Alright, so once these are all coated in olive oil and salt and pepper and wrapped up in our tray, we are going to pop them in the oven. And they are going to roast for about an hour. You can do a little bit longer, a little bit less time. It all depends on if you like your beets to be a little bit crunchy or if you prefer them to be softer. But good time is about 45 minutes to an hour at 350 degrees. And once they are done roasting, you're going to let your beets cool. You want them to be cool enough so that you can handle them, because you're going to be peeling them and chopping them up once they're finished roasting. Alright, so these are all set to go in the oven now. Excuse the messy hand here. So we're just going to pop these right in our 350 degree oven. Alright, so my beets are finally cool enough to handle. They cooked for about an hour. And a good way to tell when they're done is to stick a fork in them when they're in the oven. I didn't mention that earlier, but that's an awesome way to tell when they're finished. So, oh, they smell delicious. So what you're going to do is just grab your beet. Oops, this fold's in your way here. And you're just going to take the peeling off here. Peeling kind of comes right off for you, and if it doesn't, you can use the knife. like I said, the great thing about beets is that you can add them to virtually anything, and they are going to be delicious because they're so sweet. I personally love them in salads. I like mixing them with quinoa and other roasted vegetables. Just getting some of the extra off here. And you're just going to chop them up into cubes. They're still a little warm inside. And you're going to do this with all of the beets. And once they are chopped up, you're welcome to add a little bit more pepper. I'm a pepper fan. And there are your beets. You can eat them like this. Mine are still steaming. You can eat them plain or add them to whatever you like. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you go out there and try some golden beets because they really are delicious. So leave a comment for me at the bottom and be sure to follow. Thanks for tuning in.